Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Penny for a Tale, FableforgeRPG Odyssey of the Dragon Lords live. It is just after 8 p.m. A little bit of a delay, not too bad. Last session, we had some technical difficulties that knocked us offline in the middle of a fight. So that's where we're going to jump in tonight. No major announcements, some standard plugs just because we really love these creators and these products and we want you to go show them support as well. Portio Art on Twitter, you can see that on the banner that's going to be scrolling here. Did all the character portraits. We have a brand new portrait for Pholon, the centaur, which now is not showing up. Let me fix that real quick. I had that fixed. Come on, baby. Come on. Where are we at? It'll take me 3 seconds here. 2 seconds here. 2 more seconds here. I went to the wrong folder. And here we go. Boop. Done. All right. So, awesome new portrait for Pholon from Carmen at Portio Art, just like the rest of them. Go show her some love, please. Tabletop Audio, don't plug them enough. They provide all the background music that you hear during the fights and everything else. Awesome website, and then of course my players and their social medias, Twitches as applicable, and so on. And Penny for a Tale for bringing us to the channel. Thank you all. So, all that being said, we're gonna jump in. Quick recap. Okay, my heroes, my friends. You came to the island of Themis for many different reasons. I'm not going to recap tonight because we know what they are. You found your way across the island to a mountaintop. You were there trying to scout out some cultists of Lutheria to get information. You were ambushed by an Amazonian warrior scouting party. Renatus didn't end well. You had to carry him with you, his dead corpse. You traveled back across the island in the direction of a smaller island, a temple where the Queen of the Amazons, Queen Thessaly, is said to be located. En route, Renatus came back to life, except Renatus isn't exactly Renatus. So we have Damon / Renatus with us now. You got on a rowing vessel, made your way across the short water span in the bay on the eastern side of the island of Themis to the sacred temple, and climbed up to the top, laying your eyes upon a massive field of statues of petrified men. Most of them nude, beautiful, young, athletic, with poses and heroic appearances on their face and all sorts of other trappings of peace and tranquility and exquisite art. However, there are also a handful of beleaguered, kind of injured, tattered men that have also been frozen in place. Making your way, worming your way through all these statues towards the entrance of the temple, this large bronze door entranceway cut into the side of the mountain. 4 of these statues came to life. These marble forms thrust out their spears and fists at you and engaged you in combat. We were resolving that combat when tech issues brought us down. So that is where we're going to pick up. And because I didn't say it before, because of the tech issues we had tonight, no matter what happens tonight, remember, I love you guys. So we just ended Lycus' turn. Euron, you are coming up. Let me kick the music into gear here.
Dear God.
All right. Turn this down a hair. All right, beautiful. So make sure that I'm prepared to get this started. I got this. I got this. All right, we're good to go. You're on. It's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Quick reminder, because I don't remember.
Sure.
Which one of the 2 statues on either side of me looks a bit more ready to shatter?
The one that is directly south of you on the map,
okay,
has more damage to them. However, the one directly to the west of you on the map is one that has, let me double check that real quick, make sure. Okay, not the one directly next to you, but this one right here. That's kind of catty corner to Moxina, who's standing up on the statue with Lycus behind her. This is the one that was kind of destroyed to a certain degree, but it started to fuse and kind of meld back together by this strange violet energy.
Oh, fun. Then I will just continue to focus on the one that is directly below, to the south of me.
Okay, you got it.
Jesus, that's a natural 20.
That's
so
good.
27.
All right.
For 20 damage from the look of it.
All right, go ahead and roll me a 1d4.
Oh, fun. A 1.
All right. So you lash out the Makara, it shimmers in the sunlight, slams through the spear and cracks all the way up the arm, and then it goes motionless and kind of petrifies once again in front of you.
Sorry. Beautiful. Okay, then I would like to turn to the one on the other side, over here then, this way, and start bashing that one.
You got it.
14 to hit?
14 does not hit, doesn't penetrate.
Okay. All right, and then that is, I believe, the end of my turn. Yeah, that is the end of my turn, and I'll just keep kind of a watchful look at the one that I just hit, keep sort of an eye on the one that just fell to the ground, just in case. And that'll be it.
All right. So, Moxina, you see this golem with its fist now, that its spear's been broken, the one that's kind of started fusing back together. Its spear's been shattered, but as it comes back together, it reforms a marble around it. It's slamming out with its fists at Moxina. You see her take the disengage action. She flips over, hops down, runs up, and then comes out to gain some more distance over here. That was the action. Let me make sure she doesn't have any special bonus actions or anything. I don't think she does. She does not. Golems are up. These two are going to... This one is going to lash out at you, Euron, the one that you weren't able to penetrate. Still has its spear.
Okay.
First attack against you is a 9.
That misses.
Yep. And second one is an 18.
That misses.
All right, nice. So off your shield twice, and no, everybody don't forget about your shield wall bonus because you're still a shield wall active, right?
Yeah, I think I have it active for a couple more turns.
Okay. This golem, now that Moxina has flipped away, you two are closer, Syaanis and Euron. You two both roll d20, higher one gets attacked.
Ooh, Syaanis.
Syaanis gets attacked, 2 slam attacks. The marble fists coming in your direction. The first one's a 12 to hit, Syaanis. Second one is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right. So you bring your shield up to meet the first one. The second one doesn't do anything. I'm going to roll d20 because Lycus isn't here. And that is an 11. So this is going to go over to where Lycus and Syaanis is. Give me another d20. Syaanis. Lycus rolled an 18. 15. So it's going to attack Lycus. 2 spear attacks towards Lycus. First one is a 20 to hit. I know that hits Lycus for 12 damage. Second one is a 23 to hit Lycus for 9 damage. So we will remember that for Lycus. And the one that
12 damage and 9 damage?
Yeah, 12 and 9. And it was a 20 and then a 23 to hit in case he has something up his sleeve I don't know about. So at this, you turn from defending yourself against this one coming to you from the side, and then you hear that of reforming marble of the one directly in front of you to the south as its arms start to reform in front of you. Pholon, you're up.
Well, I'm pretty badly injured. I've got lots of boo-boos. me attempting to be back in the correct accent here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I guess I'll go here and I'm gonna. Well, since I'm going a certain distance, I'm gonna charge him.
Okay.
Because that sounds like a good idea.
Is it 30 feet straight toward?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'll do hoofs.
You got
That's
it.
a 23 to hit
That's a hit.
for 4 plus 2 bludgeoning.
Is it 4 plus 2 or 4 total?
No, it's my 4
plus 2 for the charge. You got it.
Plus 2 for the charge. Yeah.
All right. Beautiful.
And then I get to do hooves again with no bonus because my special attack, that's not going to hit. That's a 13.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
You do take some massive chunks of marble off of his shoulders and his upper back area as it's turned towards Euron, and now it seems to face you.
That's fine now. Oh, but I did charge name. Blah, blah, blah. What's the one thing I was looking for? Oh, never mind. That's different. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you can move 5. You can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space.
Okay.
That's whenever I hit it. So I'm gonna move it away from Euron. That
Okay.
one space down.
Right there.
Yep.
All right, so you charge forward and kind of slam yourself in between Euron and this golem as it's reforming. Chunks of marble fly off its shoulder and get shoved back as you plant next to it. And yeah, it's definitely focused on you now.
Yeah. And how bad does it look? I know it's reforming its marble arm.
All the places that chunks that have come off are still off, but places that were cracked and starting to get to the tipping point, they've kind of like resealed. It isn't nearly as good a shape as it was perfectly new, but it looks pretty hardy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there with my turn. I'm just gonna wait to see what it does, because it's already mad at me, so that'll be me for now.
All right, let me mark these so we know who doesn't have their spears right now. I'm just gonna use the petrified token just so we know. All right.
While you're doing that, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Does leaving a quote unquote occupied space forcefully not
It does not.
you don't get okay, that's
It
what
does not. If you're knocked away, if you're blown away, if you're grabbed and pulled away, no, it's only if you voluntarily move.
Okay. I just wanted to
Unless whatever's doing it specifically says otherwise.
got you.
Got it?
Got it. Thank you.
Yep, no worries. Renatus, I'm sorry. Syaanis, you're up.
Alright, so just to clarify, if it has like the little petrification symbol on it, that means it's done, or
That means it has gotten to the point where it starts to like shudder and stop, and then it begins to reform and come back at you. Those two individuals so far, their spears broke in the process. That just means they're doing a different type of attack, really. Not much different for you guys. But yeah, that also signifies that they have kind of broken down and reformed to a degree.
Okay. Alright, which one do I want to attack?
Also, y'all have, just as a reminder, y'all have noticed that magic weapons are more effective at damaging these creatures. So if you're attacking with a magical weapon, make sure I know that. I know Euron is.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack this one to the right of Euron.
Right here.
Let's go ahead. Do this. That'll be a 21 to hit.
That's a hit. Good.
And 25 damage.
Okay, and that's a normal weapon, correct?
Yeah, it's just the trident.
Okay, so we're having that to 12. You got it. Slams out, a giant chunk comes out of its side as it's lurching towards Euron, and now starts cracking and moving in your direction.
All right, then yeah, that's all I'm gonna do this round.
Okay. Also, just as a reminder from last time, where the statues are, you can see through them. If you're doing ranged on the opposite side of something from it, it'll be half cover, and you cannot move in those squares unless you're like Lycus and climb up on top of them. That's fine, but it's 10 feet. It's difficult terrain to climb up on top. Renatus, you're up.
All right. From here, I have line of sight. The one in between Lycus and Syaanis.
You do.
I am gonna cast Magic Missile.
Okay, go for it.
What happened? Oh, that was something else. It's not. I'm gonna have to roll the D4s.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll it manually.
Yeah. So that's a 2, 2, and a 5. So 9 damage.
Okay. You got it. Marble chips flying off all over Syaanis. Anything else?
I'll move over here.
Okay. Shifting around behind the statue.
Yeah.
All right, Lycus.
How bloody is Syaanis? Syaanis!
I'm not.
You hurt?
Oh, 40 out of 52.
I feel great. I like a 40 out of 52. Okay. Thanks. I shatter right above his head.
Jesus. All right.
Wait, please. Are you getting me in that blast again?
If it's right above his head, yeah.
Motherfucker!
Well, this. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, wrong one.
I'm not okay.
You can. We can move that
it up. I want to get the. Oh, I want to get the top one. I actually went down an extra click.
right here.
I can't get. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Not gonna hit me there, is it? I don't know. I can't remember your rules because about half. Like
there.
This one on like this one is obviously
Yeah. No, is that better? Usually,
Yeah.
if it's gonna take up half or more of the square. So I moved it so it wouldn't get you in the middle of that square. It would have.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. That's
Okay.
exactly what I want.
And Shatter's a
DC 14 con save.
con save. Fuck.
Let me double check something here. And you're saying constructs have disadvantage to this, correct,
Yes.
Lycus?
Yeah, anything made of inorganic material has
Okay.
a disadvantage on the roll.
And to remind you all, when magical things hit
never
it,
mind.
it has a strange shimmer effect to them because they are also resistant to magic. So these are going to be flat rolls for them.
Wait, what?
They have disadvantage because they're inorganic. They have
Right.
advantage because they have magic resistance. So these are flat rolls for them.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, so this one was an 11 from up here.
I thought you were talking about damage wise. I was like, no, they don't get to be.
This one was a 9. And this one next to Euron was a 23. All right, so what's the damage?
Only 11. Okay.
Okay, and if they save, it's half, right?
Yes.
Okay. So these two take 11. That would be quick math. This one, oof, this one's getting screwed up. This one's gonna take 5. Oof.
What do you mean, oof? This is good.
All right, so the statues around blast away. The golems recoil back. Bits of shards of marble go flying all over the place. Limbs start to crack apart. Their heads start to crack apart. They're all still standing. They're all still moving.
Oh my
And
God,
Syaanis
die.
and Euron also took some damage in that one.
Fucking die already.
You guys are resilient, man.
So, real quick question, just because I'm curious about if this would actually apply. So the trident I am attacking with,
Yeah.
is adamantine.
Okay.
Would we consider?
Are they considered
statue an
objects? No.
object?
Statues, yes. Golems, no.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So, Lycus, you good?
I was waiting for y'all to finish. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Euron.
And just so you know, this golem right here is the one engaged with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Just
you know,
because
I'm up here.
you
I
had
should
stepped
have
away
some
right there.
cover, be on top of the. Yeah, I took the damage deduction. Do I have any cover while I'm like 10 feet in the air, or are they that tall?
No, these are all.
Yeah, like large.
They can reach you between their spears and their arms. They can reach you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. Because I hadn't asked last time. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
All right.
So I
So
can
you-
throw Euron a bardic inspiration.
Okay. And that's it.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. And just to clean things up, I'm gonna turn off the dancing lights thing going on in your character too. Just because you don't need it right now. You're on. You're up.
Gonna just work on then this one that is closest to me, directly to my west, I suppose.
Okay. Yep, you got it. This one hasn't reformed yet.
That's a 26 to hit for 8.
1 second. All right. Roll me a d4.
Please don't be a 1. Please don't be a 1. Fucking shit! Every single time we've rolled for this to reassemble them, whether they'll reassemble or not, we've rolled a reassemble.
I mean, you don't know that that's what you're rolling for, just for the record. So it lunges out at you with the spear. Makara comes through, lops off the wrist, spear falls to the ground, shatters, and it kind of seizes up.
I'm gonna take the point. Her point of learning is she thought she killed one, and then it got back up again. I would like to try and just, with my next swing, if it is possible for me to try and chop this thing's head off, I would like to do so. I just want to try and attack it while it's on the ground.
Okay, well, it's not on the ground, it's standing up, but yeah, you can go ahead. We'll say you automatically hit and give me a damage roll, because technically right now, it's kind of in this gray area of whether it's a creature or an object.
Oh, come on. That was
Use
crap.
the bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Can you use that for damage? The attack's going to hit, because it's basically standing
mind.
still.
Oh, yeah, then you're fine. Then. Never mind. Sorry.
yeah. Then that's 5.
Okay, it's more of a glancing blow. You take a big gouge out of its neck. It doesn't sever through, though.
God damn it. Okay. Then I'm just going to. I'll do that, and I'll look at Pholon and just kind of just go, "You good?" the face. Question. I don't. Is Pholon's health still in double digits? Okay, Euron's is barely. That's why I'm checking.
Yeah, mine is barely in double. I mean, it's probably a little bit better, but still barely. It's getting towards the end.
Yeah. And okay, then that's the end of my turn.
All right. Moxina from on her perch is going to fire 3 arrows, 1 at each of the 3 golems right in front of her. The one behind Syaanis, that is a 14 to hit. It ricochets off a statue. The one next between her and Syaanis, that is a 18 to hit. For 17 damage. Wait, time out. Nope. It's not 17. 15 damage. And she needs to roll a D1. 1D4. Okay. And then the last one against the one next to Euron. That one ricochets off a statue. Alright, so an arrow comes flying through from Moxina's bow. Slams into the back of the golem. The same spot that Euron was trying to hit on the other one. The head shatters off, rolls on the ground. This one goes still for the moment as well. Alright. Golems are up.
So at this point, all of them but one have a spear, right? I mean, all of them.
Two of them still have their spears. This one has already been reformed, and it went still as Moxina slammed into it again. Syaanis, this one's going to slam up and down. Ooh, that's a natural 20. For 20 damage.
I'm gonna use an uncanny dodge on that. Half it.
Okay, good. And the second attack is a 21 to hit for 15.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Well, I mean, I still took less damage.
Yeah, you took 10 off. It's good. So the first two slam into you. You take a good bit of damage. This one is still up. 2 spear attacks towards Euron. That is a 10 to hit for the first one. And a 19 to hit for the second one, Euron.
Let me quickly confirm whether I still have my...
Don't forget shield wall.
It doesn't... With shield wall, it doesn't hit.
Okay. And this one is going to slam out with its fist towards you, Pholon. The one down here. That's a 23 to hit. For 7.
Ew.
If it attacks again, I would like to impose disadvantage on the next one, because he's within 5 feet of me.
Okay. You got it. Now, the second one was a 10. So that doesn't hit anyway. Right, Pholon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I crippled in pain from the first one, and that caused him to miss the second one.
You got it. And then this one next to you, Syaanis, its head still on the ground. Its spear shattered and gone somewhere. Its headless body starts to reform. It's like swinging wildly in the air in front of it, now trying to get to you. Pholon, you're up.
I don't want to be here. I guess I'll just do my hooves again at the one I've been attacking. Bap. That's a nope. And a bap.
First one doesn't penetrate.
That's a
second
22.
one does. Another chunk comes
5.
flying off. You got it.
And then I'm gonna spend a key point to use my Fury of Woes.
Go for it.
Do the thing.
While you're doing that, Renatus, I apologize. Only one of them doesn't have the spear. You were
That's,
correct. I didn't mark it before. I mean, only one of them does have a spear. This one. So the second one's a 12. 12 does not hit.
But do I make it? I'd make a second one, right? Because
Yeah.
I get 2 attack. Do I do a
Correct.
second Fury of Blows?
No, you spend 1 key point, you get 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh, then ignore that one.
Okay.
Okay, that was an 18. That probably doesn't hit.
18 does hit.
Oh, take 7 bludgeoning damage.
You got
bitch. And then, because I used the Fury of Blows, I get the ability to get to do the thing where I get to have the disengage action already on me because I did that. So I'm gonna pop right over. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, and then charge him again later.
Okay.
And then that will be my tween.
You got it. Quick point. Where is that disengaging coming from with Flurry of Blows?
So I have, let me find it.
I'm just curious.
The Drunken Technique. Whenever you use Fury of Blows, you gain the benefit of disengage.
Nice.
And you increase your walking speed by 10 feet, but that I don't really care about. I have an insane walking speed anyway.
Beautiful. All right, Syaanis, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna lay into the one that's behind me.
Go for it.
The one that still has a spear.
Yep.
Be a 30-20 to hit.
That hits.
And that'll be... Wait, 15, 18, 33 damage? Yeah, 33
Okay.
damage.
33 halved, correct? So 16? That's accurate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Two.
All right. So it lunges out with a spear. You roll to the side with the trident. You thrust up towards the elbow. That arm shatters and falls off into the ground, and it grinds to a halt.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna keep holding my ground right here.
Okay. All right. Renatus, you're up.
Damn. So I'm going to. Can I shoot a firebolt at the one that he just made stop moving?
Yeah. If there's an attack roll, it's going to have a... Well, no, I'll say it's going to automatically hit because, like I told Euron earlier when she attacked it, it's kind of frozen in place right now.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Okay. It's an auto hit. Just roll for damage.
12.
Okay, firebolt streaks out, and you see it hit the same type of strange arcane shield. Doesn't do as much damage as you would like, but it does do damage. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Lycus, you're up.
Fuck these statues, man. Just keep staring at the one below me like, get the fuck away from me.
Quality marble, bro.
Kill something.
Quality.
I'm running out of spells here.
That's
This
not good.
sucks. No, it's not good at all.
An entire underground temple left.
Yeah. You're telling me we're gonna have to go to sleep on this. Yeah, dude, man, I'm just, can't really shoot it because I got Dum Dum right there next to me stabbing me. I'm gonna try and just weave some distraction around the one that Syaanis is fighting. Try to see if I can't mess with it. Oh, look at that. There you go. I need a DC 14 Wisdom save, or it takes 8 psychic damage.
Okay, which one of the 3 around Syaanis again?
The one.
Okay.
This is the one he's been hitting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he just hit the one to the north last time, but he's going back and forth between them.
Why are you switching targets?
Is that the one you want?
Hit one. Whatever one looks the most broken the fuck up.
Okay.
I don't know which one's the
you
most
can see
chipped up.
this one looks the most broken. The one.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I'm gonna focus on. Is try to just destroy them as best I can.
All right. So it rolled a 10.
There you go. 8 psychic damage. Just assault this thing with all kind of psychic energy.
You got it. All right. It does seem to have an effect. Anything else?
It has disadvantage on its next roll, attack roll, and that's
You got
that's
it. All right, Euron, you're up.
And don't forget you have a
Bardic, yeah.
Bardic. Yep.
Do I have to? I can't remember. Do I need to know the result of the roll? Do I have to roll? Say, oh yeah, I'm adding
You
Bardic
determine
Inspiration.
you're gonna roll it before you roll. You say, all right, I'm gonna make my attack roll, and I'm gonna use the Bardic Inspiration, and then you make your rolls.
Okay, then all right. So then I will do that for my first hit on. Okay. Which is the one that just got assaulted?
The one to the northwest of you.
It was subject to Lycus' singing.
Yep.
Right. I will choose that one, and then on my first hit, I will use my Bardic Inspiration on that one, which I don't remember what the dice for that is.
D8, I think. Right, Lycus?
It is a D8, and you will always have a minimum of 3, no matter what you roll.
That was a
roll
3. So that's
There you
18
go.
to hit for 7.
You would have advantage on this.
I would?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Because it's
Okay.
flailing about wildly. It doesn't have a head. It doesn't have any eyes.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. So then that would be a 19 to hit. Which damage roll do I take?
It doesn't really matter.
Then let's go with 11.
Okay. See, well, I screw up because I didn't tell you advantage first, so I'll let you pick whichever dice. Normally, we'd use the first one.
Okay.
So we're gonna use 11. Beautiful.
Yep. So that's
All right.
11 to it.
So it's like lashing out wildly at Syaanis. You see, it's basically exposed. You slam out with a Makara right into his torso. A massive chunk comes off, and it's lopsided now. It is barely standing up. It is really, really wounded.
All right, then I'm gonna hit it again.
Go for it with advantage.
Wrong button. Okay. Bonk. Okay. That is a 25 to hit for 10.
All right. With this, you spin around. Makara comes through the weak point of the torso, and cracks in half and falls on the ground in 2 pieces. Finally, motionless and destroyed.
Euron, in fact, just hits it and then just goes, yes! And just kind of readies for whatever one decides to hit her next.
All right, you got it. Moxina's up. That's going to be 3 more arrows flying out at the 3 golems that remain. First one automatically does damage because he's kind of quasi-petrified. And that is going to be a total of... Quick math. 20, 26... 32 damage. Moxie needs to roll another d4. Alright, so arrow flies out to this motionless statue. It's one arm off on the ground. The arrow comes through right at the shoulder, breaks the other arm off, and now this thing is completely armless. Let's see. Second attack to the one right here, next to Euron. That is a 25 to hit. That is going to be 9 damage.
Ow!
Not to you, you're on the one next to you.
Oh, thank God. I heard you say my name and then you said damage, and I got very
No.
concerned.
The last one is a 12 to hit, doesn't penetrate. Alright, the golems are up. This one is going to reforge at the end of its turn. It's not active right now. And this one is going to slam out at either Syaanis or Euron with its fists. That is going to be towards Euron. 2 slam attacks coming at you, Euron. The first one is a 2 plus its modifier. It does not hit. Second one is a 22 to hit for 9 bludgeoning damage. And this one's going to lurch forward because you're the only one near it, and it's going to slam out at you as well, Euron. That's a 20 to hit. I don't think that hits, right?
That is exactly my AC.
Okay. And that's with shield wall, right?
Yeah, that's with
Okay.
the +1 I got from my own shield. I don't get a benefit from anyone else next to me. I don't think.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you take another 9 bludgeoning damage from that hit. Pholon, you're up.
I'm down.
Okay. With that, you're on shield wall, I believe. See if shield wall is still active. I don't think it is. Okay.
I don't believe it is either.
So Euron goes down, biting the dust, kicking up, gets knocked unconscious by this massive marble fist, clocking her aside the head. Pholon, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, I'm far enough away, so I'm gonna charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Beep. Charge, motherfucker. Oh, I'll take it. The who's though? That 18 hit, yeah?
Yep, 18 hits.
Cool. So 7 plus 4 for the charge.
Okay, 11.
And then
Cut
more
that down.
hooves.
So
Oh, 17 does not hit?
17 does hit.
Beautiful. Another 4 damage, please.
Okay.
And then I will do another key point for Fury of Blows. Oh, also he gets pushed back 5 feet.
Back here again.
Can I push him diagonally?
Yeah.
That 5 feet diagonally?
It just
instead?
says 5 feet and any unoccupied space around it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll use a little bit more of my movement since I have more.
Okay.
To do my Fury of Blows, that was 11, that didn't hit, and then I get my hooves. That is also a 13, that does not hit.
All right.
And I will see Euron on the floor and get angry.
All right.
And then that'll be my turn.
Charging across the battlefield, fury in your eyes, you slam into it, kick it back, and then wildly lash out at it again. But you can't quite find purchase in these second 2 hits. Syaanis, you're up. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna, in lieu of attacking this round, I'm gonna get out one of my health potions and dump it down Euron's for trying to get her back up.
You got it.
And that'll be 5 health. Well,
All right, you're on.
well, wait a minute, is that? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it is 5. Okay, so I just rolled real low.
You did, unfortunately.
I'll take it.
Better than nothing.
All right. 5 hit points. You are no longer unconscious, but you are still prone. You're on. Did we find out if shield wall came off or not? It does? Okay.
Actually, it doesn't say anything about whether or not it comes off when I die.
I'll look at it just to make sure.
But it does not say. It just says for 1 minute.
Yeah, I'll double check it, make sure.
Yeah, thank you.
We're not too sure up. Wait, I'm sorry, Syaanis, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, we're not too sure up.
All right. So the one in front of me, the closest to me, is armless, right?
Correct.
I will.
It is moving around now, but it is armless.
I will move here. I think it's either there or there. And I want to cast Magic Missile as a 2nd level spell at the one that just downed.
The one Pholon just hit?
No, the one that's right next to, yeah, that one.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Hey, 17.
17 damage, you got it.
4 darts this time.
All right. Marble flying all over the place. It's still up though.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right, Lycus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do a vicious mockery on that. I'm doing this one right here.
You got it.
No, wait, Syaanis. I'm sorry, which one? No, yeah, this one next to me. Actually, I'm gonna go
The
for
armless
this one.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I cast it, it's gonna be disadvantage because that whole thing. I'm trying to think how best I want to do that. Fuck it, I'll draw an opportunity attack. I'm gonna scramble down this statue, trying to keep it in between me and it, but yeah.
Where
I'm
you
gonna
going?
try and scramble down to back up so I can shoot at it.
Okay. It lunges towards you with its body and it's like swinging its shoulders, but it ain't got no arms.
It's a bit ornery. I mean, unless you just think it's not going to cause disadvantage.
Don't worry. It's harmless.
I mean, you already said you were going to call it cast Vicious Mockery, right? So
Yeah,
you're still going to
I'm
call
casting-
it, but
yeah,
when
I'm
then
calling it.
then you realize as you're scrambling down, worried, it can't even attack you.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
I'm just imagining it being like the Black Knight in Monty Python.
Under your legs off.
It's only a flesh wound.
All right, DC 14 Wisdom save for psychic damage.
You got it. Rolled a 7. All right. It's whipping its head around furiously that it can't attack you, and you're inside its brain talking shit. Anything else, Lycus?
Yeah, I'll waste a healing word on Euron.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
I just scream it out. You get 4. I rolled a 1. Wow, you get 4 health.
It's almost double digits. I'll take it.
You hear my incredibly beautiful melodious voice.
Melodious.
Melodious.
I kind of like Melodious, though.
Yeah, melodious voice just penetrate your friggin' skull, and your eyes pop up, and you're like, "What?" Yeah. Congratulations, you have been saved by Sir Lycus. And then I'll scramble.
Add that to the healing potion shoved down my throat. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That didn't do anything. This is what did it for you.
All right, you tell yourself that. You tell yourself that. Yeah.
Trying to keep you alive.
I know. I appreciate it with all of my heart.
It's like eating all the cheese appetizers before the actual meal comes. That's all it was.
What are
All
you
right.
talking about? That is the meal.
Are you done, Lycus?
Yeah, no, that's up for me.
Okay. At this point, you see the bronze doors behind at the top of the stairs bust open. The 2 Amazonian warriors rush out. Trespassers! Tells the queen! And charge down the stairs to engage you in battle.
What the fuck?
Euron, you're up.
Do I huck the body now?
Sure.
Sure.
I will. You know what? At this point, I'm just gonna take. I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay, you're gonna get up to do it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and do it.
Okay.
Because at this point, I think I'm gonna need it.
All right. So you dodge. Anything else?
I think that's really all I can do. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do. I'm just gonna take the. Actually, I would like. Actually, you know what? His hat's that thing's still standing. Yeah, I'll trust them to do it. I would like to potentially swap my sword for my spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not an action or anything.
Yeah, and then just dodge, and that'll be it.
Okay. With this, Moxina sees them rush out. She hops over to the statue next to her and fires 3 arrows at the nearest Amazonian. First one is a 24 to hit, which hits for 15. Second one... Stop acting up, Foundry. There we go. Second one is a 13 to hit, which deflects off the armor. And third arrow is a 19 to hit, which hits for 20. Damn. Let me double check those. Let's see. That's going to be...
Welcome up,
4.
Moxina.
So the
Shit.
first hit's 11. Second hit is 9 plus 5, 14. So 11 and 14. So 25 total. Okay. Because they are raging. Alright, so these 2 massive arrows stick in one arm, and you see this strange greenish fluid start dripping down from the arrow puncture points. And she calls out, "Come and get me, sisters. Your time has come." Golems are up. Armless one is going to lurch towards Lycus. You can get an opportunity attack if you want, Syaanis. Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
And meanwhile, this one is going to hit you from behind. Or try to hit you from behind. So you 20 to attack, you did 11. Let me record that real quick. Alright, first attack against you is a 17 to hit.
No.
Second attack against you is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
For another 10 bludgeoning damage.
Make that 5.
Alright, you got it. And the golem down that you just knocked back Pholon is going to shift and swing out at you. The first one is a 9 to hit, which I don't think hits. Second one is another 9 to hit. So you're definitely dodging and weaving, street fighting like you know how to do. And this one's going to keep on moving towards Lycus, all up in your face. Pholon, you're up.
Okay. I can read. For some reason, I was reading Unarmed Strike. You can punch, kick, or butt use. I said headbutt. I mean, that's what I was gonna do anyway. So I have the body of the Amazonian wrapped up on my behind. Can I, like, take a hot minute to... Can I just do, like, a cool dance move and, like, yeet her off my ass and try to, like, yeet her into the Amazonian warriors?
Sure. Give me an
weapon corpse.
yeah. Give me an unarmed strike attack roll.
Cool. Let's try this. Let's see how
Why
this
not?
works. That's a 15 for a 6 possible damage.
15 unfortunately does not hit.
Damn. Does it land on top of the statue?
Body goes
though?
flying over the golem's head, and you see it coming in. They both look and duck under as it rolls behind them, and with a clang of the metal armor on the stairs, it comes to rest. They look at it and look back at you, and their eyebrows furrow, and now they're looking between you, who killed their sister, and Loxina, who's actively attacking them. Loxina, who looks like Kira, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna do my Fury of Blows.
Okay.
My key point.
All right.
Well, that failed. What about this one? A 15 doesn't hit the statues, does it?
Not strong enough. Not strong enough to break through.
Let me double check really quick my drunken technique. Okay, I get the benefit of the disengage action whether I hit or not. It's just whenever I use it.
Correct.
So I'm gonna disengage. 1, 2. Oh wait. Euron's in the way. Yeah, before I disengage, I'll just yell out at the Amazonian warriors and come on, wrong accent. Come on now, y'all, come at me, let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh wait, 55, 60, because I get 10 additional for my movement. And I'll kind of like, as I'm running away, can I just like toot in their general direction, and that'll be my turn.
You got it. All right, Syaanis, you're up.
All right, so the only other one that's like by me and Euron, I'm gonna start smacking the hell out of it.
Go for it.
Let me just move over here real quick. That'll be a 27.
Natural 20, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Oh, yeah, natural 20. So that'll be 19 regular damage, 10 sneak attack damage, but that is only once, too.
Yep.
So.
Roll twice.
So that'll
Well,
be...
actually, no, because the 4d6 is maxed out the first time. So it's 24 plus 10.
So 34 plus 19.
That's right.
Damn.
3.
Yeah, 53. Holy shit.
All right, hold on. Let me do quick math. I
think I overkilled this thing.
That was perfect.
You roll over, trident comes out, you jam into his torso, and it kind of collapses around and starts to fuse. And with that, you summon a little bit of strength, twist it hard, and rake up, and it explodes from the inside in 2 separate pieces and collapses into rubble on the ground. Jesus.
I win.
Gravel.
Yeah, very much.
All right.
All right. Anything else, Syaanis?
With the rest of my movement, I'll go 5, 10, 15, and just like get ready to hit the other statue that's still out here.
Okay, you got it. We're not too sure up.
Before I do that,
What you doing, buddy?
I am going to $5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna come right here. And
All right.
then I'm gonna cast Suggestion.
Okay.
On the one that's behind the statue.
Okay.
And I want to tell her that she should tell the queen of our arrival.
Okay.
That'd be a 15 wisdom save.
All right. Roll to 14.
Yeah. So she should go tell the queen of our arrival.
Okay.
All right. Yep, that's it. That's action.
All right. Lycus, you're up. You are done, right, Renatus?
Yes, I am done.
Okay.
I grab my short sword and I just start swinging at this stupid armless bastard.
Go for it.
Would you go away? Start chipping away at its foot.
None shall pass.
Fuck off! And I rolled a 1. I missed his foot.
Yeah, it's just like lumbering over you, and you're just so aggravated. You're thrashing out, and it's just chinking away at its marble surface, not making it do any damage.
Wow. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So with this, the two Amazonians look at each. Well, the Amazonian that you suggested this to looks at her sister and says, "We must tell the queen at once." And with that, they disengage and dart up the stairs and go back inside. Euron, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try and help then. I will walk up. And I'm going to, let's see if this will finally die, the bastard. So once, okay, one thing I realize I have to check, because I need to, with a spear mastery, I roll a d8. So
Okay.
I should just, I'm gonna have to just do this twice. So that's a 12 to hit for the first time.
Okay. Does not
And
penetrate.
a 24 to hit.
Does penetrate.
Oh, that's the exact same damage roll. That is mean. For 7 non-magical. And then with my
Okay.
bonus action, I am going to flip the spear around and with the butt just try and slam into a weak point. But
Go
that
for it.
also misses. God damn it.
You're hitting, it's just not doing any damage, unfortunately.
The one time I have something to do for a bonus action.
And just for the record, by me saying you're hitting, that's more flavor.
Yeah. The
Okay.
one time I try and use my bonus action, it doesn't work.
That's okay, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Then I'm just gonna look at, and I'm gonna actually just turn back and yell towards Lycus and just say, "They've gone to get the queen!"
Busy! And you hear, tink, 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 as I chip away at this thing's foot.
That's it. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. With this, Moxina looks over and shouts over at you, Damon. What did you do? And she hops down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, scurries up into the temple behind them in the shadow of the bronze doors, and one of them, just from her passage, kind of swings slightly shut. Golems are up. This one is just harassing you, like I'm just leaving it there. This one is going to lash out at Syaanis. 2 slam attacks at you, Syaanis. First one is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Now remember, your AC is different because no shield wall. Just making sure.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
still
trying to
gonna
remind
maintain.
myself as well. Second one's a 22 to hit for 12.
Yeah. Even if I do my reaction, that takes me down
You fall?
Yeah.
All right. So first one you duck underneath, but then massive marble uppercut clocks you on the chin. You spin around a couple times and slam into the dirt. Your spear and shield go flying. Pholon, Syaanis is down. Moxine ran inside after the two Amazonian warriors. Lycus is over there in the corner fighting an armless golem. What are you gonna do?
I have a technical question.
Yeah.
So charge says I have to move 30 feet straight toward the target.
Correct.
First technical question, do I have to move, could it be 30 feet or more, or does it have to be like...
No, 30 feet or more is fine.
Okay, second technical question, does it have to be like straight towards it? Or like if I turn the corner around the thing and then go straight towards it, that's gonna be 30 feet? Does that qualify as a good thing for a charge? Can I still do that?
I would just say 30 feet in a straight line to keep it simple. Otherwise, we're going to get into a whole bunch of edge cases like, well, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Right,
Does that make sense?
I can get here, and then from here to here is 30. That was
How much movement do you have? 50?
I have 50.
5, 10, 50. You could have moved about in a way to give yourself that run up. Go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Charge! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hooves of Strength has a not nat 20.
Okay, 20 hits.
For 8 damage total.
Okay.
And then hooves again without special stuff. Nope. But he also gets pushed south 5 feet, please.
All right, you got it.
Poor. Yeah, that's gonna be, it's how much, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm gonna go ahead and stand here and then kind of try to protect Syaanis a little bit, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Syaanis death saving throw. And we're not too sure.
Well, I have one quick question. When
Yep.
the Amazons came out, did they not say go tell the queen to other people?
They yelled trespassers. Tell the queen.
Okay.
But then you magically suggested that they go tell the queen. So they went
Right.
to go tell the queen.
Yeah. Okay.
What's confusing?
No, I was just making sure that I didn't like mishear that. That's all.
No, you heard that.
Okay. All right. It has to make sense in my head. I was like, okay,
Sure.
well, they probably already know there's trespassers. They're shattered 3 times. So. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the old firebolt.
Go for it.
All right. No, that's a 10.
A 10 to hit?
A 10 to hit, yeah.
Yep. Nope. It's deflected by whatever arcane shield's on it. Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Lycus.
So like I'm pulling my weapon out, you know, I'm hitting at this thing, and I'm like,
It's just like pushing up against you with its body.
It's a formidable, like, oh god, it's a fucking, dude, hold up, you ain't even doing anything. You're just annoying as hell. You get the hell away from me. I don't run. I just walk past this thing. I'm like,
Okay.
bitch, it's stupid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But like, wait a minute. Is it... Syaanis. I look over at Renatus right next to him, like, Boy, these statues, huh? Whew. That's a toughie. Gotta take care of that. Yeah, and then I can't get over to him, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
I'll cast Healing Word on him, and then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on this. So I'll do Dissonant Whispers first. I'm sorry, not Dissonant Whispers,
Vicious Mockery?
Vicious Mockery. Yep, always.
Yeah. I was about to ask you. It's
DC
like,
14
what?
Wisdom saving throw.
You got it.
Oh, look at that double.
Roll day 5.
Yeah, so he's hit 8 psychic damage.
Roll me 1d4.
Roll you 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks and stones.
How's a 2 do?
A 2. So it's like lashing out towards Syaanis, and Syaanis falls, and you see this, and you're like, dart over, and it's starting to come towards to slam its fist into Syaanis, and you cast Vicious Mockery. And something inside, with the way that you inflict this psychic damage, just kind of reverberates and shatters its head, and is now headless.
Yeah, it just fucking just like sound wave that bitch.
You literally blew its mind.
There you go.
I got that voice, y'all. And my mom always said I'd be something.
Not sure if that's a good thing.
It's gonna take 4 healing damage.
Healing damage.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, he's gonna take 4 healing.
I got
Alright. So, this is where we're at.
Or, Syaanis, get the fuck up!
You have one armless, totally harmless, otherwise alive construct that's going to keep on following you around, and you have one who has no head and it's flailing about wildly. It is reasonable to assume that you expert heroes can dispatch these with enough effort given without taking any more damage. That's fine. So if you guys want to take the next, like, we'll say 20-30 seconds to systematically destroy these 2 golems, we can do that. Unless y'all had other plans.
Are you kidding
one
me with
that's
all
on
this
the
epic badass battle music?
The one that's down there by me, Euron, and Pholon. We're just gonna pinball this one between us.
Just like, I'm just imagining like Pholon kick, Euron sword bash, Syaanis sword bash, Pholon kick.
I'm thinking like when we were kids, you kicked the ball, or like when they jump rope. Da 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 da. Yeah, y'all are just doing
Just
that
a
one.
really heavy hacky sack. That's all.
Really heavy.
Yeah.
All right. So, one at a time, you go through, you completely finish destroying these 2 golems, and you take a second to look around, looking at each other, looking up towards the door. You see Moxina come rushing back out, and she kind of ducks around the bronze door and looks inside, then looks at all of you. They got away. They have basilisks right there. They know we are coming.
I'm sorry, they have a basket. What now?
A basket of a wisp.
That doesn't sound too bad.
And that's where we're going to take our break. So, as our heroes prepare for the Basque of Whips, apparently, we're going to stretch, bio, get a snack.
Basque of
You all
Whips sounds
please
like a
do
fun
the
night.
same. Get your friends, take your bio breaks. We'll see y'all back after the break. Don't go anywhere. Got more coming up. All right, we open up with Ari flipping me off, which is appropriate. So, everybody, let's jump back in.
Gods help us.
So Maxina busts out the door, still looking like Kira, and she says, "They got away. There are basilisks coming." And she's just like, fuck. That look on her face as she's standing up against this bronze door with it partially closed behind her. What are y'all doing?
I'm
Major image.
Okay.
I want to make a 20-foot cyclops.
Okay.
Like, kind of here. Oops, not working. Like
Kind
in the
of
open
where?
space. Like, yeah, like this.
Just
This
have
all this
that
shattered,
ready?
kind of right in front of you. Like one space down. Yeah. Like
Okay.
right here. Yeah. So hopefully they look at that thing and they have fun with it.
You just
Okay.
have that ready.
So you cast so you cast Major Image.
Yep.
All right. What else we got?
Is the marble like spear that the marble guy that was next to us? Is that still a spear shape? Like, is it's like? I'm trying to see if I can use it. Did it
Can you grab a
crumble?
only 3 of the spears shattered. I'm trying to remember. The one that didn't shatter would be up here behind Renatus.
Okay, but the
Because
other
that one
one
lost its 2 arms, and as one of its arms fell, the marble spear landed on the ground.
So the one that's next to where I was, or the one that was next to where I am, does not have a.
Those 3 did not have
together.
spears. No.
Damn it. Okay. I will.
You guys are not initiative locked. You have a
I
couple
will-
seconds, just letting y'all know.
I will run up to the door and close it and try and hold it closed and just shout out, whatever y'all are gonna do, you gotta do it right now. Oh God! And as I see the Cyclops appear. Yeah,
All right.
like that.
Well, that being said, you run up towards the door. It's about 10 feet up, and these 2 big bronze doors, 20 feet wide doorway. Each door that swings inward is 10 feet. The one on the left is partially closed. Maxine is on the outside of it facing you. The one on the right is mostly open. That's the one that the Amazons kind of pushed through more. And Maxina followed him in, then came back out. You get up to the open one, and you see 4 basilisks charging down the hallway at you. You do anything?
I'm running to close the door and telling what's her bucket to close the other door and then give me the handle and I'll just kind of
All right,
Yeah.
so that being the case, you lock eyes with the lead basilisk. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
fun.
Austin, I will kill you.
19.
All right, so it's charging. You feel this pull, this kind of drain on your energy, but you're able to resist it and push it away. There's 3 more coming right at it, and you feel that same sensation drawing you to look at them. You can close your eyes if you want to, or you can leave them open and try to close the door. What are you gonna do? Now you can try and reach out and close the door with your eyes closed, but you're gonna have to like find it. So what are you gonna do?
Nah, I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna run the other way.
Okay, you're gonna run away.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, no, you got less time now. That's not a good idea, and then just run back the other way and. Okay.
All right. So that amounts to 1 turn for you. Everybody's gonna get 1 turn. Renatus, that was yours. What's
Do I
everybody
get
else
to
doing?
move?
If you want to, you can move. Sure. You don't have to
Okay.
tell me. Just do it. Euron, Syaanis, Lycus, y'all doing anything preparing?
I'm just going to take a step back by Pholon, and I'm going to just go, Lycus, do you have anything left in you? and
Oh.
just prepare to run if need be.
Yeah, Ren. I have no idea why, but I'm able to move both of us at the same time.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Not that fast. I don't have anything that fast.
Okay.
I will just start running backwards.
Okay.
Hear movement,
Like,
then I will run.
Fuck.
And I will
All
run
right. If
with
you
him,
guys
yeah.
want to, you can take the dash action to double your movement. You basically have one free turn here, is what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
use it as you will.
I say we just run and try to see if we can find another entrance while they deal with the major illusion.
Yeah. Just
Just
yeah.
book it.
Dash. Run.
Yeah, just
run.
Just, zoop. Yeah.
All right. So you ran back and off to that's where you're saying, Lycus? Because
I'm
this
holding it
okay.
for, like,
The northwest direction is the direction where the stone pathway going down is. FYI.
that's the way we're heading.
Northwest is over this way. Yeah, the way Euron's pointing. That's where y'all came in at.
We came in from so what's to my east?
You can keep going, but there's like another 20-30 feet, and then as far as you know,
Sheer
you haven't
drop.
really seen that side of the island. It's probably a sheer cliff face.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna check
climb.
it out. It
Okay.
may not be a sheer cliff face. It may be a secret passage.
Could be. Don't know. So if you're taking action, you can go up to your movement speed, or you can use your action to move further. So Renatus, wherever you are, make sure you only move 30 feet.
I only use 30.
Okay. Just making sure here. All
I
right.
use my full 60 with a dash.
Okay.
I was
Syaanis?
gonna-
I'm gonna run off this direction, and like as I'm running, I'm like pulling my bow out and just kind of getting ready.
Okay, full on. You would have moved. Let's see, you were here, so 10 up, 10 back, 15 more. So that's math. 35?
35.
So that's what you've used so far. You haven't used an action or anything.
I can go 100 at my dash, right?
If you're 50, yeah.
66, 5, 70, 75, or 75, 80, 85, 90. Yeah, I'm just gonna catch up to Euron.
Okay, so Euron and Pholon, explain the situation here so everybody knows what's going on. Euron and Pholon are definitely headed towards the rocky passageway that you were able to walk/climb up to get here. Lycus is headed over towards what may be a sheer cliff face, maybe something there. Syaanis and Renatus, y'all are kind of headed straight back away from the door. If you keep headed north in that direction, again, it's more of like a straight cliff face. Okay, this is not a big landing area up here in front of the entrance of the temple. You're basically seeing it all on the map, so everybody's on the same page here. Okay. Any objections or any misunderstandings there before we move forward?
Nah.
Nope.
Would
I'm
that
good.
would that have used your entire movement to get to the edge or not, Lycus?
I would have like 10 more feet.
Okay, well, you get up to the edge and you look down. It is a sheer cliff face. It looks there's enough handholds and things where you could climb down if you want, but there's no obvious passageway or anything like that. And if you wanted to look around, it'd be an action to make a perception check.
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. All right.
Wow, that was such a jack die.
Yeah.
That was
I don't know how
bad.
that works.
No, like it literally looked like it was.
Oh,
half
was
and
it?
half, and then it was.
I think it
like-
displays differently on everybody's screen.
Yeah, it was strange.
Okay. Remember, you guys are like 100 to 200 feet above water. You guys have to climb up a good way. Okay. So, everybody roll for initiative.
Where did the Lady of Coins go?
I need to add her back to the map. Let's see, she was up here, so 10. What would she have done? So she rolled a... So she darts off behind in this little cluster of statues, and for a second she kind of disappears. She took the hide action. Let's see, that was a 13. I need to roll for the creatures that are about to bust out the door here. If they're gonna see her. All right. So, top of the order, we are up to Lycus. So you run over to the cliff face, you kind of stop yourself, you kick some rocks and dust off, you look down, you see a craggy, sheer cliff face. I mean, there's a little bit of a jut out at the bottom, but it's a good 120 feet or so down. The rock comes out a little bit before falling sheer once again down to the water, crashing, the waves crashing up against the island below.
Yep, not that way. I run back to the, let's see, about that. That'll make my left, yeah. Don't go that way! That's fine.
All right.
Turning around, we're just running.
Renatus, what are you doing?
Are they out yet?
Not yet.
They're still in the doorway?
You don't see them from your perspective. Remember, the stairs go up 20-30 feet, and then it's like just dimly lit in there. So because of the light outside, dim inside, you don't really see anything past the doorway.
Okay. Just making sure I can still move away from this major image before I can... Okay, yeah, I'm good. Doesn't matter where I'm at, I can still see it. I'm gonna move there. And then I will take the hide action.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Syaanis, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna see everyone bolting off that direction. I'm gonna do a dash and run off that way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And we're good.
All right. So from the edge of the map up here, you got about, eyeballing it, 10, 20 feet or so till you get to that cliff face where you can start going down the path, just so y'all know. A little bit off the map there. All right. That means at this point, you see these large purplish greenish basilisks bust out. Their teeth have been, some have been pulled, so they have like this serrated knife-like appearance to their mouth as they burst through the door and clamber down the stairs. They see that giant cyclops, and you hear this roaring hiss as they charge down and engage this thing. And they all snap at it, and all of them, they start engaging with it, and obviously their jaws go right through it. Nothing happens. And as they come to their senses, snapping through this illusion, they look left and look right and start sniffing the air, and then they start looking in the direction of the majority of y'all. That's where the strongest sense coming from. Pholon, you are up.
I'm gonna go ahead. Can I can I take my action to pick up Euron and put her on my saddleback?
Yep.
And then do a little run. Wee! However far down the pathway we need to go, and just start running towards where back the way we came.
Sure, you got it.
That's gonna be my turn. I can't do nothing else.
All right. You're on Pholon's back. You're along for the ride, whether you like it or not, because Pholon grabbed you.
Yep.
And you are now a pretty good way down this stone passageway, going down towards the small dock and the rowboat at the bottom. That's accurate, right, Pholon? Okay. So are you going to do anything while you're there, or just riding along?
I'm just riding along at this point. And presumably every single bump, I'm just going like ow, 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 because I probably have like so many broken ribs right now.
Fair enough.
But I'm just preparing. As soon as we get to the rowboat, I'm hopping off, like immediately.
Okay. You see this squat, burly, heavily armored Amazonian dwarf charge out behind these basilisks and look and point over there, and she mutters something. It's not a language, it's more just like a series of sounds with a slight hissing sound to them, and the basilisks take notice and they start to move, not on the map yet, start to move in the direction of all of you fleeing. See, that was 30 feet to get there. She is going to start charging out in your direction as well. All right, Lycus, you see this dwarven Amazonian woman, you see these basilisks, no longer interested in the major image. They discovered it is not anything but an image. What are you doing?
Running like a motherfucker.
All right, how far could you move from there?
That was 25 feet right there, and then
Yeah,
I
but you
could go
have-
another
you have
35.
Okay, yeah, you have 60 total, right?
Yeah, so I'm trying to just pretty much get back to the water. Like,
All right, so
we're in
yeah, you're basically
terrible
right now
condition.
you're basically up to the edge where that staircase starts. Well, yeah, the staircase starts going down. You kind of stand there at the cliff edge.
Yeah, because they said something about an underwater entrance, right? Right.
Who you ask? Who are you asking?
Yeah.
I heard that right?
Yeah.
I'm asking you, DM, that I heard that right. When we had talked about it, it was an underwater entrance.
Yes, although I'm tempted to tell you to ask your party members.
Well, I mean, we're in the middle of them running. So.
I know.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be like, time to go, and I'm just going. I'll head down those stairs. Not
Okay.
going up there to fight 4 basilisks and the dog whistler.
I'm gonna put you over here because
Yeah.
that's as far away as you can go. Oh, sorry, Rennie. Put yourself back where you were. It is your turn though, Rennie. You are trying to hide wherever you were. I'm sorry, I moved our token on accident.
Yeah. Hold on, I wanted to see if I was there. Yeah, I was.
I think you were there.
Yeah, I think I was there too. All right, I am going to.
You were
Actually,
up one more.
I was?
Yeah, up in the corner, top of the map. Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, not a huge deal. What are you doing?
I am going to cast Ice Storm,
Okay.
and I'm gonna basically clip them, but mostly in between us, to make it all difficult terrain.
Okay. Drop your template.
And I'm gonna drag it out 5 additional feet because I can.
Okay, I'll just remember that.
So I think right here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna drag it out, and I think I'm gonna clip the the little dog whisperer, and maybe the most forward basilisk. Well, I don't know. Possible.
All right. So what do I need to do? Dex saves?
Yes, dex saves.
Make sure they don't have anything crazy I forgot about. They do not, as far as that's concerned. Dex save for the Amazon. And if you're centering right there and it's 5 feet further out, yeah, I'll give you one on the basilisk. So the Amazon was 11 and the basilisk was 18.
Basilisk passes, Amazon fails.
Okay.
24 damage for the Amazon.
You got it.
And 12 for the basilisk. And now that area in between us is now difficult terrain.
Sure.
And then I will move 30 feet to head out.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, close enough. All right, Syaanis. You darting? Yeah?
Yep.
All right. So you can get to the cliff and go down a good, what was that? 5, 10, 20.
Another 40
A good 30,
feet.
30 to 40 feet down. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that... See, this is going to get hairy here. So you are off the map. I'm going to pull you over here, just so we still have your token here. Euron's off the map. Pholon is off the map. Euron and Pholon are what, y'all like 60 feet down, something like that? And Syaanis is like 30 feet down. Renatus and Lycus, y'all are right at the edge of the cliff. Accurate?
No, I thought you said this is the way the stairwell is.
It is. You're right at the edge of the cliff by where the stairwell is going down.
Shit,
Because-
I already wanted to start down.
Because these basilisks just charge straight at you, so I want to make sure that... Because measurement here, distance is going to matter.
Yeah.
Alright, so this illusory Cyclops, I'm just going to get rid of him for now. Because he's no longer functioning effectively. But he's still there swinging around and stuff. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let's see their movement. Make sure I'm not screwing you guys here. 40. As direct a path as possible. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. 5, 15, 25, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40. And the Amazon is going to try and go around. Oh, it's not her turn yet. All right, so I just need to make sure. Yeah. Okay, good. So you guys are all safe. All right, so the basilisk starts charging through. Some go through the ice storm, and they're slipping and falling, having a hard time keeping their feet. 2 of them divert around, going as straight towards you as you can, and they're staring at you. All 8 limbs digging in the ground, tails whipping around violently, massive snarls, and you start to feel yourself pulled in their direction to stare at them, but it's not quite impacting you yet. You can go ahead and bounce out, but if you stick around, you know you're going to be in trouble as far as this is concerned. Meanwhile, Moxina... You see Moxina appear, 15, 20, hopping up on a statue and shoots 3 arrows at the Amazonian. 1, 2, 3. 27 to hit for 13 damage, 17 hit. 17 does hit, 18. Okay, so that's a total of like 40 something damage as 3 arrows penetrating her back almost all at once. And then Moxina looks at you and nods as you all go off the cliff, and you see her duck down and dart silently into the sacred temple. So, Lycus, Renatus, y'all going down the cliff?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I mean, he can. That's fine. But I'm looking over. Do I have clear line of sight to see the other 3?
If you look down over the cliff, they're on the map just so they're tokens, so those players can see the map. They are down on the staircase, headed down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you hear them running behind you, dart down, your allies up ahead, charging down the sill. The basilisks keep getting faster and closer, and they get up to the edge of the cliff, and they're hissing and howling as you escape down, rocks falling. You hear the sounds of shouting Amazons from somewhere up above, feet clambering, metal on metal. You see some stem face start circling above as you make your way down the 200 feet to the rowboat. You guys gonna move? You guys gonna hide down there? What are y'all gonna do?
I have an idea, but I'll wait and see.
Get off this map.
Is there any sign that they're like? Does it sound like they're coming closer?
They are. You heard them as you were running down. They are definitely on the plateau above. There are stem face circling up there. I mean, this is brief seconds. The basilisks are snarling, and some of them are still at the edge. Some have moved right and moved left, either to try and get down or because they lost sight of you. It's hard to tell.
Onto the boat.
Sorry, Euron hops on the boat.
No. I would like to hop off Pholon. I'm gonna try to flip the fucking rowboat over.
The rowboat's in the water. You're at a dock. You can try and flip it over in the water.
You know the bit in Pirates of the Caribbean when...
That's fine. I'm just making sure I understand your intent.
Yes.
All right. So you're on the dock. You're telling everybody to get in the water. What are y'all doing?
Following Euron's lead, I guess.
Yeah.
How high is the dock? Is it like a floating dock, or is it dock that's like on...
This normal wooden dock, it's about a foot or two off the water level right now because of the way the tide is.
Do we remember how long it took us to row here?
About a half an hour. We'll say half hour to an hour.
Huh.
Like to try and get under the dock.
Why are you trying to get under the dock?
Oh god, my thoughts are sort of disconnected. Sorry, I need to piece my brain together. Because the thought I had in my head was hop in water, flip boat over, and see if
They're
there's...
just basilisks. They can't. If you don't turn around and look at them, they can't turn you to stone.
It's more we are very wounded, and we need to hide.
No, just get in the boat and get the fuck out. Just paddle out the water. Just get in the boat and paddle out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably... Yeah, we can't... I know that movie, and it's awesome, and I love the idea. But we don't have more than 30 minutes of air with 5 of us in the boat. I like where your head's at, though. It's out of the box. I love it. I love it. Damon, not so much. Damon doesn't like that idea.
Yeah. I guess then into the boat.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody's getting in the boat and rowing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Row your boat.
All
Can
right.
you make me Can you make me something that can help push this thing faster?
Row your boat the fuck away from me. Follow me up.
Who are you talking to?
Lycus,
Can I what?
can you make me something that could swim, that could push this fucking boat faster? Or can you turn into something to push this boat faster?
Yeah. But I'm not going to.
Okay. I know why, but
All right.
I didn't know if you could.
So you hop on the boat and you start rowing away from the island. After several minutes, you hear the metallic shrieks of Stemfey coming down off the cliff, having seen you. They're Amazonian masters on the cliff looking down at you, javelins and shields in hand. They're 200 feet up. They can't reach you. You both know that. but the Stim Fae are going to start circling around your ship and trying to hit you with these darts. Who's rowing? And who's doing whatever else?
I'm not rowing.
I'm rowing.
I'll row.
I'm very bloody, so I'm kind of just
You
sitting
need
there.
at least 2 people to row.
Yeah, I'll row. She's rowing. Y'all just get down. Stay low.
Well, I'm going to. We could see these Stim Fae. If I can see one that's, I don't know, 200 feet away, I'm firing
Sure.
at it until it can get close enough to hit me.
Okay, well, you're going to get 1 round because they are flying very fast. They are dive bombing.
So I can. How many are there?
4.
There's 4.
Mhm.
All right. Well, yeah, because I can fire at 240 feet.
All right, first off, everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Just in case y'all want to do anything different during this. All right. Now this is all theater of the mind. Theater of the mind. Ignore the tokens on the map, except to use them to help you roll. Okay. So they come off the cliff. You start rowing several minutes out. You see them appear over the edge of the cliff because they've been circling up higher up above. Then they catch sight of you and they start dive bombing down. They have a flying speed that's very quick, Renatus. So you're going to get 1 shot off. They're going to be there in 1 round before they're within range of doing stuff to y'all. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I get 1 free round. Yay! Whoever's in the lead, I'm taking a pot shot.
Okay. You got it.
18.
18's a hit.
17 damage.
17 damage. You got it. Firebolt comes in, kind of skirts on the bronze wing as it flaps through. It rolls a little bit, continues in your direction.
Wow. All right.
Anything else?
I mean, that's my 1 free round that I get.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of before combat starts. All right. So, who was rowing? Lycus and... I'm sorry. Wait, so is Pholon rowing?
No, Euron and Lycus.
I thought I was rowing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Euron. I apologize.
Well, Euron thought Euron was rolling too. That's why I'm confused.
Can
There's
we have
3 of us who think we're rowing.
Yeah, can we have 3 rowers?
There's only 2 oars. It's kind of pointless.
I grabbed my fucking hands.
Okay, I mean, you got like a half an hour if you're trying to get to the shore. You're not going to outrun them.
Don't you have like a blowgun?
Yeah.
To get to the shore.
I mean, I know you're trying to get away from the island, okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
If
get
you're
away from the
try-
island.
Cool, that's fine, but as long as you're in the rowboat, they're going to be probably harassing you unless for some reason they just magically stop.
Well, I don't know. We've never tried to run from these things to know if they have a range or not.
Okay,
But
that's
they're
fair.
faster than our boat.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how far
Yeah.
are we? Do we feel we're safely away from the island?
You're a couple
From any
hundred feet
type of
away. You're probably, well,
Yeah. Do I feel
You're-
like we're out of archery range?
you're like archery range.
Yeah.
A longbow could probably hit you with a really good marksman, but
Yeah.
not
but
for
I don't
very
think they
long.
I don't think I've seen them with the longbows. So yeah, I would say this is probably far enough. Let's handle the birds. But my biggest thing was get the hell away from danger on island, and then I'll worry about the birds in the sky.
Yeah, you would get that sense right now then. 100%.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. So, Euron and Pholon are rowing, accurate? Make sure I'm tracking here, just so I can so basically skip y'all's turns. All right, Syaanis, you're up. What are you doing? You're muted.
Muted.
They would be,
Kind of
let's
just
see.
hanging on in the boat, just not really doing much of anything because
Okay, 200. All right, so they'd be between 50 to 60 feet away at different points in the sky, FYI. All right, so you're doing nothing, right?
I mean, I'll take a pot shot at one of them, but
Go for it.
we'll see.
Anyone in particular? Or just random one?
Whatever one's closest.
Okay, well, we'll roll a d4 because it's theater of the mind. All right.
So the second one, I guess.
Okay.
11 to hit.
No, 11 misses.
Yep.
Flies past it.
Then that's it.
All right, Lycus, you're up.
Yeah, so I stand up, grab my blowgun, take a shot at the closest one.
Okay. Okay, if you want to try and aim for the one Renatus hit specifically, that's fine. Otherwise, roll 1d4 to see which one you're aiming at.
Yeah,
Because
well, I want to
they're all
focus fire.
circling around.
Oh.
Okay, you got it.
I want to attempt to focus fire.
Yeah, that's fine. You can track which one you hit. You saw it.
Does 13 hit?
15 does hit. Yep.
All right, 14 damage.
14 damage. All right. Dart slams into it, knocks it out of the sky, plummets into the water. That one's done.
All right, that's it for me. Everyone's still alive. Yeah. All right, yeah.
Is everyone still alive?
Oh, I had to
Okay.
look to see. I was like, let's see symbols. Yeah, am I dying?
All right. Oh. All three have tried attacking, so all three are going to get attacked in turn. Pinion Storm at Lycus is going to be a 13 to hit. Does that hit Lycus?
No. No.
Okay.
16.
The one at Renatus is a 20 to hit for the 3 piercing damage.
Yep.
And then one against Syaanis is a natural 20 to hit for 6 piercing damage. And circling around, screaming, these massive brass talons penetrating the boat around you, peppering the deck. You're on. You're rowing. Or are you going to do something different?
Still rowing. Syaanis, are you still standing?
Yeah, I've got 1 health.
Oh, God.
Because I have that.
Just rowing and just gritted teeth, just like, Damon, we are going to talk when we are safe.
All right. Renatus, you're up.
I was just like cast a curious eyebrow raise, you know, like okay, and then another fire bolt. They are. How spread are they?
They're smart enough to keep a good distance. They're well trained. They're just kind of circling around. If you want to try and wait for 2 of them to cross paths, you can do that. You just basically have to hold an action.
Did Joey get super low for everybody else or just me?
No, he did for me as well.
I thought it's a problem with my headphones.
No, yeah, Joey,
No.
Can y'all hear me good now?
Oh,
Just dropped. Considerably.
Drastically, yeah.
limited.
Teams might have been acting up.
Yeah, now it's coming back.
It's in and out a little bit, but yeah. All right.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I am not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna. It seems like Firebolt's pretty effective, so I'm gonna aim at another one with Firebolt.
All right.
That's a nat 20.
That definitely hits.
Or that's what 20 plus 11, so that's
So-
31.
No, wait, 20 plus 11.
Is it 1 max damage and then 1 regular damage roll?
Is it 2d10?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, it'd be 20 plus 11. It's 100% right.
31.
It's confusing me because you're rolling through like roll 20 or whatever, so it's not roll through beyond 20 or whatever, so it's showing up differently. I was confused.
Yeah.
You said 21?
No, 31.
31, okay. You got it. This one slams into the torso. Smoke coming off, spinning around, catches itself right before it slams into the water. It's still flying. It does not look good.
And then a whale just.
Oh, come on, man. 1 health left. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, that's your whale mating call from earlier.
Yeah.
They finally came to our rescue.
That's it. They've been following us.
Is that it,
enter.
Renatus?
Yeah, that's enter.
Pholon is rowing, or do anything else?
Yes, Pholon is rowing, but I am going to go ahead and part here. I gave Ari instructions for Pholon. Essentially, he's just going to row. If he battles, he just does punches. He has no key points left, essentially.
Easy enough.
Yeah, but it was fun. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you guys
Hope
next
you feel
week.
better.
Have a good night. Yeah.
Feel
Take care of
better.
yourself.
Alright.
All right. Give me 1 second. I need to switch something up here on the audio. I was pulling in the one from Shaybs. We're going to pick up the one for Josh. All right. Josh, go ahead and say something to test it. Make sure it's working.
This is Josh.
All right, good. So that was Pholon's turn. Rowing. Syaanis, you're up.
I'm gonna try taking another shot at another one.
Okay. You try hit the same one Renatus did, or a different one?
Yeah, same one.
Okay, go for it.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
23 damage.
All right. Arrow flies through, shatters into pieces. At this, the two of them that were circling around, they start to come together and start to fly back towards the island. Lycus, you're up unless Syaanis has something else to do.
No, I'm good.
All right, they're starting to fly away. They're still within your normal engagement range. Lycus, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot at him again.
Okay.
I'm not gonna just let you go. 14 damage, 18 to hit.
You got it.
Fucking Hawkeye.
That's right.
Now it's just a game between Syaanis and I.
All right, and then rapidly they sweep forward and streak up to the sky and get back up to the top of the cliff. They have 160 feet and they're already 50 away, so like 210 feet.
Oh, I'm still taking a shot.
Go for it.
The one that just got hit.
Sure, why not? Let's do it. So you can get
All right.
another one.
I can get my last one. That's a 17
That's a hit.
for 17 damage.
So you see Renatus put his hand up with his finger and make this strange looking symbol and kind of closes one eye, and this tiny little mote of fire flies out of his finger rapidly in that direction, and you see a tiny little mote disappear, and 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds flashes into fire over the edge of the cliff as the other one skirts down to safety. Nice.
You people are terrifying.
All right. So with that, the last Imphe is over. The Amazonians, there's 4 or so of them looking out over, and a couple of the basilisks. The basilisks disappear from sight as you're sitting there gently rocking in the rowboat as Pholon and Euron are pulling you further away from the island. One Amazonian is stationed up on top, at the top of the cliff of the passageway, the staircase looking down your direction. You see a Stimfe come up behind it, perch on its shoulder, and the rest of them disappear from sight. So, what now, heroes?
Everybody good? You good? We're
I'm good.
Yeah? You're alive?
Barely.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back. I leap in the water. How
Okay.
deep is it? Like, do I sense like I could tell like it's pretty fucking deep? Like I could turn into a whale?
Oh no, you could definitely turn into a whale.
Okay. I swim away from the rowboat.
Okay.
And then I polymorph into a whale.
Okay. You got it.
Under the water. That way I'm not like, hello. You know.
Sure.
I'm sure there's like
100%.
I'm sure there's like a sudden like hello, wave. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to be submerged, and I'm going to use echolocation.
Okay.
Try and find this underground cavern pathway secret entrance.
Okay. Give me a perception check. And how long would you like to do this for?
Until I find that fucker.
Okay.
Perception. Do you want the whale's perception?
Yes, very much so.
Well, shit, sorry, I wasn't. 5.
It has true sight.
All right, man, I'm trying to find it.
No, you're good.
ICR. Here we go. Okay, so perception. It just says perception +3. Okay. Alright, that was garbage. Oh, I'm feeling lucky.
Go for
Man,
it.
I'm feeling lucky.
Lucky's a useful thing.
Yep.
Got this, whale. You got this, Willie. Come
Yeah,
on, Willie.
Wow. Game over. Why do I feel like it's the wrong whale?
It's the wrong whale.
Well, it's kind of.
Okay.
Because it's hard. They don't have like a good list of CR rated creatures.
Which whale are you looking for?
Oh, is it the giant whale? What am I looking for here?
There's a giant
Oh,
whale?
it was giant shark and it was killer whale. Okay, so killer whale and giant
you had
shark.
killer whale. Yeah.
Oh, I meant to. Yeah, no, killer whale. Yeah. So killer whale. Yeah.
So +3 is good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you swim around for about 15 minutes or so. The island comes down and expands as it goes wider and wider and wider. And so you search the general area around the boat. It kind of comes up and down. It gets craggy as it gets wider and it descends down towards the base of the underwater. I mean, the water here is about 1,300 feet deep to the seabed.
Oh my god.
To
Wow.
the seabed.
I
But
figured it wouldn't be that deep, or that wouldn't be that deep. The entrance, that'd be wild.
yeah. Well, I didn't say anything about the entrance being that deep. I just said the seabed is that
Oh,
deep.
okay.
You don't find an entrance in the first 15 minutes of looking. And keep looking.
Yep.
That boat is just kind of gently rocking on the surface. Or are you guys doing something else while Lycus is wheeling it up underwater?
We're headed to shore for as long as I thought.
Okay. Well, 15 you get to about a third of the way to shore.
I'm gonna actually I'm gonna stop rowing.
I mean, you're not rowing
now.
Renatus, so yeah.
I'm going to row a bit farther away just for a little extra distance as a cushion, and then I'm gonna stop and just go. I'm not rowing any farther until he comes back.
Okay, so by this point, you're about 400 feet away horizontally from where the island meets the water. Okay? Okay.
Just like to, as soon as we stop to that point, I'm gonna lie down flat in the bottom of the boat.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna be a visible target.
Okay. Pholon sticks out like a sore thumb. Alright. Lycus, are you still looking?
Sir, still looking.
Alright. Give another perception check.
You got this, Willie. Let's
Each
go.
perception check's about... Yeah, each perception check's 15 minutes.
Dude, what the shit? No, 7. You got a 7.
You start sweeping around more to the east, echolocating. Nothing yet.
Andraste's fucking tears. Shit.
That's another 15 minutes he's been underwater. You guys are still waiting for him?
Question. Sorry. Wait. Shit. Never mind.
He's been under there for about half hour now.
Nothing. I just keep going.
Okay. Lycus?
Doing it again.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was a +1. Oh, whatever. 8. That's 11. Do my last one.
Alright, you make it 2/3 of the way around the island. You've been under 45 minutes now.
11.
It's just, you're just not used to this whole echolocation thing, man. It's really hard.
I'm saying that.
You get to the extent of your polymorph spell as you are coming up near the boat again. Very frustrated.
No, this is 45 minutes. I still got 15 more.
Well, that was your. That was using your last lucky. I thought you were making your final perception check.
No,
Okay.
that's my last lucky.
So you're 2/3 of the way around the island from the boat now, underwater. So this would be your final perception check here. Go ahead. And either way, you're going to end up at the boat here, or somewhere else coming up for air.
No, somewhere else is fine. I don't have to go to the boat.
Yep. 100%.
I'm at this point, it's pretty much our only option. So if I end up somewhere random on the island, it's going to be a really interesting day.
Okay. No whammy.
Big money, no whammy.
That's 3 in a row. That's the shit I can't stand with this stuff. But all right.
I'm sorry, man.
No, you're fine.
So you know how much time it would take you to get back to the boat. And you don't have to go there, you can go somewhere else.
I'm not worried about going to the boat. Like, I wanted to find this thing.
Okay, well, I will tell you this. I will give you a choice. Because you rolled a lot, defied the odds in the wrong way, especially after lucky.
Yeah.
I will give you a choice. I'll give you a character moment here. Okay? You can choose to either come up for air just as polymorph is ending by the boat, or within the secret entrance. I'm not going to give you any more information from that. It's risk reward.
Wait, say it again. So I can either come up for air, or I can find the secret entrance and be out of air? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you would either be unsuccessful finding the secret entrance and end up at the boat, or you can be successful finding the secret entrance but run out of air just as you find it. So you'll have to, run out of polymorph just as you find it. So you'll have to surface within and lose your polymorph.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Are you certain?
I'm certain.
Okay. All right. So it has been an hour. Lycus disappeared. Every now and then you'll see him come up, blow a hole, and come down again. And it's been an hour. And you, especially Renatus, you know how long a spell like this normally lasts. He definitely should not have... Maybe he definitely should have come back by now, or polymorph off somewhere else, unless he found a way to cast it more than once given his normal reserves of arcane energy. All that being said, this hour has passed. What are y'all doing?
So I'm gonna share that, and I'll be like, the spell should be worn off by now. He should be back here. Unless something has happened.
And then I'm just scanning the water, trying to see if like anything happened.
I'm gonna start edge the boat to row sort of at a diagonal sort of angle, like back towards the island, but sort of offset, sort of, so that we're staying sort of at a similar range away, for lack of better wording. And just scanning the water.
Okay.
Lycus, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
All right. So, Lycus, you see this at the last moment, just as you know your magic is beginning to fade. You see this probably 60-foot wide, kind of horizontally teardrop shaped open, craggy, naturally formed. You see the darkness within. You can't make out anything, but you know that you need to go in, and it's an underground entrance, they said, so there has to be air in here somewhere. So you dart in, knowing it's faster than trying to make it back to the surface. You see an air bubble in a very, very dimly lit room above. And your echolocation tells you the water stops above, if nothing else. And so you come up to the surface, and as you are within feet of cresting, polymorph disappears, and you're back in Lycus form. Your horns barely breaking the surface as you rise up in this dark, large cavern. You see around the cavernous walls these strange, like, dots of light, probably watermelon sized, as they're shifting around in a small location, like one's doing a little jittery here and one's a jittery here. It's like 13 or 14 of them around the outside of this thing, and then you realize that that's light coming from somewhere, and so you track it across the room, and you see on the opposite 2/3 of the cavern there's these holes in the wall, and there's light coming through them. You see what almost appears to be a hallway beyond. But then something to the right catches your eye. Out of the shadowy corner, you see 30 feet up in the air 10 malformed dragon-like heads on long, narrow, snake-like necks slither out of the darkness, snapping at each other. A huge, bulbous, scaled body on 4 limbs stalks forward with a thick tail dragging along the ground. It seems unsteady. It seems unable to move quite right as these heads snap at each other's necks, and hiss and scan around as though they smell something or see something, but they can't quite pinpoint it.
Oh, God. How far away?
The tip of its tail, as it kind of spins around searching, is basically brushing up against where the inside of this cavern meets the water. The majority of its body is 10, maybe 15 feet away.
Oh
20?
my gosh. Yeah, so it's literally right there. That's what, yeah, that's what I want to make sure. I know you're like, it's close, and then the shadow, like, so it is physically right fucking there.
Yeah. If you do, I'm letting you know as a player, if you do anything, if you do anything besides stay perfectly still,
yeah. No,
you're going to do a stealth check.
Yeah, no, I plan on just not breathing. Like we're not making. This is the quietest Lycus has ever fucking been. Like, Euron would be proud how much I'm shutting up. How much I am shutting up right now. So it's just like, okay. Yeah, no, that's just straight fear and terror, you know? Just absolutely.
The water gets slightly warmer.
Yeah, absolutely. The water, it's really warm right here. Not a sound.
So you are close enough to the wall of the cavern that you kind of dove up underneath to kind of rest your body against it as the water gently rocks to give you some support, and while you plan your next move. Now, everybody, they already said they're going to be moving towards the island stuff, so in the near term, it's kind of up to you what you're going to do. This Hydra is in the corner. It's kind of sitting there in its own happy little place now that it kind of loses interest in what it was looking for because it can't find it. But you are in here with it.
gonna be a long night. So it's, how big is this cavern fully? Because I know you said you got the holes all the light.
Yep.
The whole
So
cavern is, what am I looking at? You think about
width.
Yeah.
The width is about.
I'm assuming this is a small setup. This
width,
receiving area.
It's about 50 feet wide and about 80 feet tall. Yeah, this is a naturally formed cavern. Just, tidal flow has come in and out and burrowed this out, and there is this 10-headed, very heavy, unsteady hydra taking up the bulk of it. When its necks are stretched out and everything, about 30 feet.
So
30,
from the very
35
top,
feet.
you have 50 feet in between us. If I was somehow on the roof. Okay.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hug the fuck out that wall and think about what in the hell did I just do.
Okay. Well, that being said, I think it's a good place to end tonight's session. Because we're minus a Pholon. Y'all are separated. I think Lycus needs to figure out what Lycus is going to do for next session. And yeah, I don't want to drag it out. We're at 10:40, so that's fine. That's a good time to break. All right. So, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. If you're watching this now on Twitch or later on YouTube, please subscribe, follow, do the good stuff to Penny for a Tale. Always remember that we have a Discord at Penny for a Tale where you can talk to us about the show. And also, last but not least, throw some support to Penny for a Tale for hosting this great content. And then also, if you like, FableforgeRPG at our Patreon, patreon.com/FableforgeRPG. Thank you to all my awesome players and putting yourselves in my hands for situations such as this. And we will see what happens next Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. Can't wait. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Night.